So last week, I was fortunate enough to receive an invite out to Sledgehammer Games to play the World War II beta early. Now before I start, I'd like to give a huge thank you to Activision for not only flying me out and putting me in a hotel, but also for allowing me the privilege to capture the footage and share it with my fan base. Now what we got to play was essentially the beta itself, so everything I'm about to discuss will be available for everyone when the beta is released. Speaking of which, the PlayStation 4 beta starts August 25th at 10 o'clock Pacific time, and it ends August 28th at the same time. Then, PlayStation 4 users can again participate in the second weekend, which is also for the Xbox users. This one starts September 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific time and ends September 4th. One thing I wanted to stress is that this beta gives you, the Call of Duty community, a chance to provide valuable feedback. This can help finalize features, optimize gameplay balance, and refine the remaining development. So while Infinite Warfare's beta didn't really offer an opportunity to remedy any mistakes people found, this one will. So use any means you can to let the developers know if anything is broken or needs fixed. Now I'm sure most of you know by now, but the beta will include 3 multiplayer maps to start with, as well as 3 game modes. The game modes, of course, are Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Hardpoint. And the maps include Pointe du Hoc, Ardennes Forest, and Gibraltar. Most people have seen gameplay of the first 2 maps already, so let me briefly talk about Gibraltar. During World War II, Gibraltar was built as a strategic defense of the Mediterranean Sea. First off, this map is absolutely beautiful. The map features multi-level combat, and there's several areas that can be accessed by ladder which can offer you a better view of the battlefield. There's also a lower lane which will lead you right to the B flag area. I should note that right in front of the B flag there's an MG42 machine gun nest that can be found on this lower ground level. As such, the middle of the map is very chaotic, and unless you're capping the B flag itself, you're better off steering clear unless you have that high ground. Overall, it's a medium to large size map, and it was quite enjoyable from what I played. Now there's also, of course, the new separate war mode, and that'll have one map available which is called Operation Breakout. Again though, that's just a start. If you've played a Call of Duty beta before, you know they always sneak a few special things in towards the end. Now all 5 of the divisions are available for use in the beta as well. You'll start at level 1 and rank up through a limited progression just like in prior Call of Duty betas. To begin with, the level cap is at 20. Each time you level up, you'll unlock new weapons, score streaks, equipment, and basic training skills. Now unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show any menus currently. However, I can talk about them. So there's 14 primary weapons available to use in the beta. The assault rifles include the M1941, which is an automatic rifle with modest damage and low recoil. Next, the M1 Garand, which is a semi-auto rifle and delivers high damage that can take out enemies in 2 shots. And lastly, the STG-44, which I couldn't see the description for. For SMGs, there's the Grease Gun, which is an automatic SMG with low recoil and a steady fire rate. The PPSH-41, which has a large magazine and does modest damage, and then the Type 100, which again I couldn't see the description for. For LMGs, there's the Lewis, which is a full auto LMG with moderate recoil and high damage, the MG15, which is a full auto with moderate recoil and a faster fire rate, and then something called the Bren, which is BREN. For snipers, there's only 2. The Carabine, which is a semi-auto sniper that delivers 2-shot kills from the hip and above, and the Commonwealth, which is a bolt-action sniper that delivers a 1-shot kill to the torso and above. For shotguns, there's 3. The Winchester 1897, which is a pump-action with high damage that delivers 1-shot kills in close quarters, the M30 Luftwaffe Drilling, which is a dual-barrel shotgun that delivers 2 quick high-damage shells, and then the Toggle action, which I couldn't see. Now I saw 10 attachments for most weapons. And by the way, optic sights in this game are considered attachments. So these 10 includes Quick Draw, Grip, the Reflex Sight, Full Metal Jacket, Steady Aim, which is surprising to me since I saw some people say this wasn't in the game, High Caliber, a 4x optic, Rapid Fire, Extended Mags, and Advanced Rifling. Oddly enough, there doesn't appear to be a stock attachment. So like in Black Ops 3, each attachment will slightly change the appearance of the weapon. For example, when I used Advanced Rifling, it put this bizarre A-shaped attachment on the end of the barrel. Now there's only 10 basic training skills available in the beta. and these are more or less the perks in this game. Now I could only view 5 of them to start, since you couldn't read the descriptions if they weren't unlocked. These 5 included something called Launched, which lets you take a launcher as a secondary and resupply it from killed enemies, and then there was Lookout, which lets you target enemies from further away, as well as giving you increased minimap coverage. And then there's Forage, which lets you resupply bullets from killed enemies and swap weapons faster. Hustle, which lets you reload faster as well as reload while sprinting. And lastly, Rifleman, which lets you take 2 primary weapons and swap weapons faster. So as you can see, each basic training skill is more or less 2 perks from prior Call of Duty games merged into one. Now for Scorestreaks, I was a bit disappointed to see there's only 6 available for use in the beta. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if more are added later. The 6 streaks include the Molotov cocktails, the Recon aircraft, the Glide Bomb, the Care Package, the Artillery Barrage, and the Paratroopers. They also give you a glimpse into the character customization aspect of the game as well. You'll be able to select a face for your character, and you're given the option between 3 males and 2 females. You can also adjust your calling card and emblem with some default options. So I think that about wraps up all the beta information I wanted to cover for this video. I wanted to let everyone know what to expect come August 25th and September 1st. So this video was more or less my overview of the beta. However, I've got plenty more videos coming out shortly, including some specific breakdowns of new features I found from my capture experience, so stay tuned.